What happens when you master discipline? Let me tell you about Christopher. A couple years ago, Christopher was stuck. He worked a job that drained him, his body was out of shape, and every night he promised himself tomorrow will be different. But tomorrow never came. His biggest struggle was consistency. He'd start something, whether it was a fitness plan, a side business, or even just reading, and within a week, he'd quit. Then he finally decided to master discipline. At first, it was painful. Waking up early, going to the gym when he didn't feel like it, turning off his phone to work on his side hustle. It all felt unnatural. But after weeks of staying consistent, something clicked. His body started to change, his finances improved, and the confidence he had been chasing showed up in everyday life. Christopher realized discipline was a foundation of every breakthrough that he wanted. And that's exactly what I'm going to be breaking down today. So let's get straight to it. This video is called What Happens When You Master Discipline. And I promise you, once you understand this, it's going to change how you approach every area of your life. If you've been inconsistent, if you've been frustrated by stop and go progress, this is the answer that you've been searching for. And before we get started, let me be clear. If you want to go beyond watching videos and actually build the man that you're capable of becoming, then join my private coaching program. That's where we take this from motivation to transformation. Hit the first link in the description or the pinned comment below to get started. Now let's get into the 5 things that happen when you finally master discipline. Point 1, you build trust with yourself. The first and most powerful change that you can finally build is trust with yourself. Think about it. Most guys don't even realize that they've been lying to themselves for years. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow or I'll do it later, and then never actually follow through? Every single broken promise chips away at your self-respect. When you master discipline, that cycle ends. Set a goal, you follow through, and you start stacking wins every single day. Over time, this creates a new identity. You become the kind of man who doesn't just say he'll do something, but actually do it. That shift in identity isn't just mental. It changes how you carry yourself, how you work, and even how people treat you. The way you view yourself sets the standard for how everyone else views you. If you see yourself as unreliable, others will too. But once discipline locks in, you see yourself differently. You feel trustworthy, capable, and reliable. That kind of self-trust is the foundation for confidence in every other area of life. Point 2, gain consistency that outlasts motivation. The second change is consistency. Real consistency, not the kind that burns out after a week of feeling inspired. Most guys rely on motivation, but motivation is unreliable. Some days you'll feel fired up, but most days you won't. Discipline takes feelings out of the equation. You do what needs to be done whether you feel like it or not. That's the difference between a man who works out for 2 weeks and quits and a man who builds a body that commands respect. That's the difference between someone who starts a side hustle and gives up when it's tough and someone who stays consistent until it actually pays off. When discipline becomes your default, progress compounds. Your habits don't reset every time you feel lazy or distracted. Instead, you stay locked in and your results begin to stack month after month. This consistency is what builds momentum, and momentum is what separates men who talk about change from men who actually live it. Point 3, you take control of your time. The third thing that happens is you take back control of your time. Let's be honest. Most men waste hours every single day, scrolling, watching pointless videos, or saying yes to things that don't matter. Discipline forces you to prioritize. You begin to see your time as valuable and you protect it. This is exactly what Christopher realized. Once he started managing his time with discipline, his whole life opened up. He went from wasting evenings on distractions to building a business that freed him from his 9-to-5 job. That shift didn't come from luck. It came from valuing his hours more than his impulses. And this is where I need to remind you. If you're serious about learning how to master your time, discipline, and long-term growth, then join my private coaching program. Inside, I'll walk you through the exact strategies that turn wasted time into productive results. Click the first link in the description or the pinned comment to lock in today. When you master discipline, time stops slipping through your fingers. You start directing it like a weapon. Point 4. You stop chasing short-term comfort. The fourth transformation is that you stop chasing comfort. Most men ruin their lives because they can't say no to short-term pleasure. Food, entertainment, scrolling, laziness. It feels good now, but it steals from your future. Discipline rewires this pattern. Instead of grabbing what feels good in the moment, you choose what benefits you long-term. You trade fast food for a stronger body. You trade late nights for early morning progress. You trade endless entertainment for building skills and opportunities that last. Here's the thing. Discipline doesn't take away enjoyment from life, it multiplies it. Once you've delayed gratification long enough to see results, you actually enjoy life more. Eating clean feels better when you see your six-pack in the mirror. Working late feels better when your business finally earns freedom. Discipline lets you experience real satisfaction, not cheap substitutes. Point 5. You become unstoppable in any area. The final thing that happens is you become unstoppable. Once discipline becomes part of who you are, it doesn't matter what goal you set, you'll achieve it. Fitness, finances, relationships, career, discipline applies to all of it. The reason is simple. Every success is built on consistency, focus, and delayed gratification. And once those things are hardwired into your daily life, you can take on challenges that other men give up on. That's why disciplined men always rise to the top. They don't stop when it's hard, and they don't give in when it's inconvenient. Christopher's story proves this. He didn't start with talent, money, or perfect conditions. He started with discipline. That's one decision that gave him the body, the freedom, and the confidence he always wanted. And if he could do it, so can you. Now you know what happens when you build discipline. You build self-trust, you become consistent, you control your time, you stop chasing cheap comfort, and you become unstoppable. But let's be real, knowing this isn't enough. You need a system, accountability, and proven steps to make it real in your own life. That's why I built my private coaching program. If you're ready to stop talking about change and finally create it, hit the first link in the description or the pinned comment below. Don't wait until another year passes. You owe it to yourself to get started. Discipline is the foundation of the man you want to become. The only question is, are you ready to master it?